We're going to mix it up a bit and go to Georgetown and Round Rock, just outside of Austin, to hear what these good folks have to say and let them weigh in on these hot-button issues. The issue this time is gay marriage. Now, before we hear from everybody on this, let's look at this issue a little closer. A civil union qualifies for the same benefits from the respected state as a traditional marriage does, while domestic partnerships qualify for some of these state benefits. Since gay marriages are not recognized by the U.S. government, they do not qualify for joint federal tax returns or to be able to collect Social Security from their spouse or partner. In 2005, the people of Texas overwhelmingly voted that the state should not recognize same-sex marriages. However, Texas cannot prohibit the use of contracts between individuals, so same-sex couples can qualify for some of the state benefits if they have the proper documentation. All right, people, what do you think about gay marriage?
Regarding the gay marriage issue about federal intervention or not, I think no. If anybody's going to be involved, it should leave it up to the local state governments to decide that.
Well, I kind of felt them basically to each his own. If people love each other and they want to be together and they're not hurting anybody else, well, then I really don't see a really big issue with it. As long as, I have a lot of friends that are gay, even families are gay, so, I accept them for who they are, and, to each his own, basically.
I think as far as gay marriage goes, I think the federal government should leave it up to states' rights. I don't think they have any business legislating morality.
As far as the state, local, federal, that should not be a question. That's definitely a moral type of question, not necessarily a benefits. I believe any two people, whether, if you're gay or straight or whatnot, you should definitely have the same rights as any two people who are wed or married, at least legally.
The federal government should not have to be involved in the gay marriage issue. I think it's a moral issue. However, I don't personally believe that gay people that are married should have benefits from the government, but then there's a lot of people that are married that aren't gay that shouldn't have benefits from the government as well.
As far as the federal government's involvement in the gay marriage issue, I do not think the federal government should be involved. I think it's more of a question for the states to answer, each individual state.
I don't have a problem at all with gay marriage. I think it should be legal in all of the states. I think it's ridiculous that gays are still fighting for this human right. So it should be legal.
The problem with selectively discriminating against gay marriage or any other institutions under our government, again, is that once they start to flex the Constitution or our rights, it allows them to do it in any other area. And basically it's what our country was founded on. And I don't believe that things shouldn't be changed, modified as with times as times change. But again, I think some of our core fundamentals we have to be careful about not fundamentally violating these principles that our country was founded on. So
I gotta say, I was very surprised by the answers of the people in Georgetown and Round Rock. But now it's time to hear what Ron Paul thinks about gay marriage.
It's the welfare system that invites this debate. If you weren't passing out benefits to couples, and then the definition of couples and partners becomes important. But if we shouldn't be in the business of passing out benefits, then the federal government shouldn't have anything to say about marriage. Matter of fact, I personally have a belief that states shouldn't even have anything to say about marriage. We shouldn't even be in this debate on who's married and who isn't. But once it comes to economic issues, like who's going to get benefits, then it becomes all important. And also then, because we have so many affirmative action type programs with hiring and firing and insurance and all this, and you have to do this and include this person and that person, it's these mandates that are wrong. But if we didn't have all this economic intervention involved and this welfareism going on, this would be a non-relevant, it'd be a relevant discussion, because whatever two people wanted to call themselves married, if two people call themselves married and they have a contract, those contracts should be enforced.
Now you know how Ron Paul feels, but I want to know what more you think about gay marriage. This is your chance to get involved. Go to klru.org/docubloggers for next time. We have the great topic of medical marijuana with some very special guests weighing in on this issue. So if you want to get involved, leave me a comment beforehand or make a web video and I will include it in the next piece. Until next time.